If you have been building a lot of muscle recently, then don't worry, you're in the right place. We're going to fix that because, as we know, building muscle is relatively easy for beginners, and we don't want that. We want to make it harder. So let's get into it. Number one is training the lowest volume possible, because not train just low volume like 2 sets. No, I'm talking about 1 set per exercise, because as a beginner, yeah, you don't really have a sense of what failure feels like, but you don't need that. It's not like you're going to get tired if you train. It's not like you're going to have to if you want to build muscle. No, none of that. Like, you know what happens when you do more than 1 set to failure? You fucking explode. That's what happens. So yeah, don't go more than 1 set. You absolutely should avoid it. If you know what failure feels like, then do at least 5 sets. Like, you have to be in the extremes, either too much volume or too low volume. Okay, and that will ensure that you don't build any muscle. So my second point is to never stick to a program. Okay, just keep changing your split. It's not like you have to hit a plateau first. Just keep changing, keep renewing stuff, because we want change in our lives, right? Yeah, it's not like you have to hit a plateau first. So yeah, and that moves me to my second point, which is train like your favorite influencer. That program that I told you a minute ago, yeah, train like that, but just don't stick to it. Okay, because you're not going to anyway. So yeah, train like your favorite influencer, who, okay, he probably uses PEDs, but that's not the case. Like, you're the same human. It's just because he juices himself, just because he abuses steroids, it doesn't make you much of a difference. Okay, because if he could add 15 kilos to his bench in 1 week, then so could you, right? Because, as we said in the beginning, you're building a lot of muscle, and we really don't want that. We don't want neither your muscle nor your strength to exceed a certain level. Then you also need to focus on training optimally. The first step that most people do is just go to the gym, right? Go to the gym and see what happens. No, you shouldn't do that. Actually, you should first buy a book. Basically, buy a book about the gym. That's what you should do first, okay? Because you have to gain all the knowledge first. It's not like you're going to do the thing, do a mistake, mess up, and then try again. No, you have to know everything and just implement it. And if you don't know something, you failed because you are a failure, because you're not meant for lifting weights. So yeah, that's one thing. Focus on training optimally. Watch hours and hours of YouTube about fixing your technique, your form, and knowing how everything works inside the gym, while not having done a set till failure. Okay, so that's one thing, to focus on training optimally and not training hard. And for the last one, we obviously have the best one, the one and the only. If it fits your macros. If it fits your macros, then just eat it. Don't track your calories. Don't even track what enters your mouth at any given point. Like, eat uncontrollably, never follow a plan, because your body won't respond to it. It won't respond to what you eat or how much you eat. Like, a burger from McDonald's and a grass-fed beef steak, they both have meat, right? So it doesn't make any difference in your organism, in your digestion, in your everything. Okay, because both of these are meat. Like, okay, the one is injected with stuff you don't know about, but I don't see any problem, any issue with that. Okay, so if it fits your macros. No, not even if it fits your macros, bro. Eat uncontrollably, eat as much as possible, eat whatever you feel like, and yeah, don't have a clear goal, have no plan of what to follow, of what you want to look like in a year, of if you want to cut or bulk. Even if you do have a plan, which you shouldn't, just don't stick to it for long enough. Like, cut weight every 6 months. That's what I'd recommend. So this is it for today. Excuse me if the topics of this video weren't a bit more general. I think they were too specialized, but you should know some stuff right now. Like, you should know that you shouldn't fix your form, and you should injure yourself every now and then, because you have to rest. And how do you rest? Do you rest when you have energy? No, you rest when you are injured. So that's when you will rest the most. So get injured, rest, and come back stronger. Okay? That's what needs to happen. You need to get injured. Okay? And yeah, this is an example of simple things that you should know by now if you don't want to build muscle. And this is it for today. I hope I did well in informing you and in keeping you safe from the epidemic of people wanting to be healthier and stronger.